Hey guys, so today I am behind the camera and I'll be showing you how to make this cute bubblegum inspired Disney World planning binder. It could also be used as like a school binder, that's up to you, and I'll be showing you how I made this with some very simple, I want to say ingredients, that's not the word, very simple like equipment. So to make the bubblegum inspired Disney World holiday planning binder, or you could use this for school, kind of like a set of Disney, and you can use this idea for the other Disney World walls as well. You're going to need a binder. I smartly chose one in a bright pink colour. If you're in the UK, I brought this in Wilko's for £1 and it's just the A4 ring binder, the very basic one. I've already started putting some stuff in there just so I didn't have to find pink paper, and it kind of then keeps the theme around without having to do too much designing. So a ring binder in your choice of colour. And then obviously the bubblegum wall has light pink and blue, so I found this blue piece of card in my craft cupboard, which is the perfect size, and this is a bit too small, but from this pack of paper, so you can definitely buy these type of packs of paper anywhere, and there's loads of colours, and then this is just half of it. I got this light pink colour, which is also perfect. And so that's kind of to make the bubblegum colours. Then to kind of keep it all together, I've got this sticky back paper that you put on like class books and stuff that we have loads of in my house for some reason. You're also going to need glue and scissors to cut stuff out, and also to glue it to the binder before you put on the sticky back paper. And so I know what this binder is for, I have printed out this cutout, which I need to cut out, hence why I also need scissors. I found this castle template on Pinterest, I believe, and I just put it into Photoshop, and I use this text, which is watergraph text, which I downloaded a very long time ago from the internet, and I just wrote Walt Disney World and 21st to 28th October 2018. Very simple, very basic, and yeah, very easy, very quick. You can do this if you don't have Photoshop. I just have Photoshop and I find it really quick and easy to use, so I personally use that. You could use this on probably many online editing softwares. You could probably even just do it on Word if you downloaded the picture and just had downloaded the font from the internet for free as well. So it's very easy to do, and yeah, this looks really cute. So let's get into the video. So as you can see, this pink paper is ever so slightly smaller than the ring binder, so I think I am going to have to kind of cut it twice, which I'm not too happy about because it won't look the best, but this is just a super cheap and easy way. I wouldn't like to leave the edges showing, so I am gonna have to cut this. I'm just gonna get a picture up of the bubblegum wall on my phone. So I have a picture up now on my phone. I've just got one like of someone's painting, just because it doesn't really have people in it, and this one is kind of the inverted way that I want to show it. So this way was just a lot easier, so I'm kind of doing the stripes just like that, but having more of the bubblegum pink colour showing. So I'm just going to roughly cut out the shape. Like I said, my paper doesn't fit the size, so I am gonna have to use more than planned. So that's kind of fitting on this edge, and I'm just gonna have to get a very small strip to go along there, which I'm kind of bummed about, but I can't really change that. And so this strip I am going to cut a bit wider than I need it, just so I'll be able to tuck it under the folder with the sticky back paper later on. So I'm now going to glue all of this down. I'm probably going to glue that first and have that over the top. Also my Mickey will be going, not Mickey, my castle will be going over this, so hopefully it won't look too obvious. One easy little hack when you are going to fold things over is to also create I've just dropped my glue on the floor, to create a split so that it will bend round the corner smoothly without causing any bubbles. I'm now kind of wary that I think I folded a bit too much of that over, but we'll have to see, because it should come unstuck quite easily. And so I know there is over here, it has gone over the edge a little bit, but the blue will be hiding that anyway, so that isn't too big of a deal. And again, I'm going to fold this edge round the back of here, just to make it look very neat on, that's not in focus, to make it look very neat on the edges. Just behind is a resort map, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering. I'm not sharing my private details. It is just a map of the All-Star Sports Resort. So you'll notice that I didn't do the top edge just because I kind of ran out of paper. However, I think it should look okay. I'm just going to glue that down just to keep it firm, but from the edge it looks really good and I'm really happy with this. Yeah, so I'm going to use this as a template for the curve that I need to go just over within this space, but just to kind of get the look that I want. There we go. And I'm now just going to cut this sketch out. Where did I leave my scissors? They're hiding. So I am just going to cut out this kind of rough sketch and I hope that it turns out okay. So after a bit of playing around, I am pretty satisfied that I have made this curve more in. This is showing me from a funny angle, and this curve out a bit more. It's never going to be perfect, but I am pretty satisfied. And the purple wall, the bubblegum wall itself does have like different bits, some are higher, some are lower, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. So I'm now going to begin gluing the blue part down. Also, it was like 30 degrees today and I can't have my phone to film this, so I'm actually dying. So I have struggled folding this blue over just because it is hard and it is a little bit harder and it doesn't really have enough space. So I'm going to see if that will stick down there. If not, I'm going to have to trim that off or hope it stays down with the sticky paper. So if you just want it to be like the bubblegum wall with no text, you can skip the next step because that will just be me putting on the castle with the font. So I've just spent ages cutting this out. I did unfortunately cut off one of the flags of the castle, just that one there, so I will have to stick him back on. But if any of you guys are wondering how I got this cut out from white paper with not so much white showing, I obviously cut it very tight and very slowly. You can see there's a teeny tiny little bit of white there, so my tip is to get a black pen or a black marker and just colour in. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this because I got a very, very black pen. But yeah, colour in, there you go, like you can just about see the difference. But obviously from a distance you really can't, and you can only see it close up, just to like make it seem less white, and it looks a lot more better. I couldn't really be bothered to cut these little bits out, but I thought I'd just leave them in looking white. So I'm now going to glue this down, and remember to glue the little flag on as well. And I'm just going to place this whereabouts I think looks good and try and make it as straight as possible, and then I'm going to press and smooth down one by one, especially with very little fiddly bits. You want to make sure that they are straight, as like you can see here they tend to flop. And there we go. And if you don't want this protected, you can obviously skip, oh, my coaster. So if you don't want this to be protected, you can obviously skip the step of adding the sticky back plastic, which is the next step I'm going to do. So just before laying your sticky back plastic, I would recommend just giving this a wipe. I noticed I had like a few glue marks on this pink, so I just recommend just giving it a little clean down. Make sure you are happy with how it all looks before, so you can keep seeing my leg and my feet in this before laying down this. So you want to measure it out, and obviously again have it a bit wider so you can fit it around the corners and obviously slightly around this edge. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it all the way around the edge or not. I'm just going to cut it and see how I think it will look. Number one tip when doing this also is to not go super fast. You don't want to ruin it really, so don't feel like you have to go really fast trying to get it perfect, you know? Keep smoothing it down as you go to try and eliminate any bubbles from appearing, and just slowly peel it back. Again, this won't be perfect, it is just a home DIY, so don't be too disappointed. That is just kind of like a word of warning. So once you've done that, you might find, like I have, that the corner inversion is just a tad too far down. However, like this side at the top, let me see that, at the top of this side it is just right. So you'll just fold it over like a tab, and then that will allow you to fold this over. However, just be careful, you don't want to do that before you have got the bottom side ready. So here it is, finished. There is a few little air bubbles. I might try and smooth them down a little bit more, or I might just leave them. Like I said, this isn't going to be perfect. It is just a quick and easy home DIY that is quite simple and quite cheap, but I'm very satisfied with how this looks. And like I said, you could definitely do the other type walls, especially the purple wall, which is now also known as the galactic wall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and watch out for more Disney planning videos on this channel, because my trip is obviously the 21st to the 28th of October. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!